everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new message. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So today we have another message for you from your guides, your angels. So let's see, what do you need to hear in this time? Why is this reading finding you in this very moment, Spirit? What is the message you would like to communicate to those who are watching? I'm hearing from Spirit that your life is going to start to move again. I'm sensing this energy of, if you have been feeling stagnant, your life is going to start to move again. Wow, 9 of Cups. There are a lot of beautiful things that are coming your way. I'm hearing from Spirit, you're very magnetizing right now. You're attracting major opportunities in your life for growth. You have the Star as well. You're attracting major opportunities for growth, for advancement, expansion in your life. A lot of you could be also attracting fame, recognition. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Your life is going to start to move again, especially springtime. We notice the cherry blossom here, okay? So something about this time of life, I'm sure most of you are going to watch this when I post this reading, can be an important time. These months of like March or April can be relevant to growth for you. Okay, 4 of Swords. You can finally relax, okay? I'm getting this message of like, you can finally relax. Like it's gonna flow from here. I feel like you're stepping in a phase of your life where you're not going to be constantly feeling on edge, or like, I just get this feeling of life is going to start to move again. You're going to feel more at rest because you're seeing things progressing and moving. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. We have the 5 of Cups as well. I feel like you could have been going through a phase in your life where, you know, like, there are all of these things that you want to attract. There are all of these things that you want to experience, you know, like maybe you want to grow in your career, you want to attract a lot of money, you want to attract your dream reality. I feel like you have been focusing a lot on like manifesting specifically a dream reality here. And the 5 of Cups, you know, can be talking about that feeling for longing. To me, it feels like you have been longing for all of these things. You have been just wanting to experience it already. Something about your environment could have maybe made you feel also like suffocating, because what you see in your mind is not matching the external reality. And this is where, you know, that can become a bit difficult for some of us. But this reading is finding you to let you know that things are going to move again for you. If you feel like you have been in this, I'm also sensing something about like seasonal depression. Yeah, soon you will be playing a different role. You have the Hat, tea leaf. So like, it's not going to be always that way, you know? You're stepping in a different role. Your seasons in life are changing. Maybe something about, because we're just stepping out of winter, you could be coming out of maybe that energy, which is what you have been feeling as well. Yeah, we have the Love. I feel like there is something about the energy around you that's shifting in this time as well. Like you're stepping in a different kind of role. If you have been feeling a bit like frustrated or unhappy, unsatisfied lately, I feel like that's changing for you. That, again, it's like that energetic upgrade that you're experiencing that's going to start to attract so many beautiful things your way. And you're entering a state of relaxation. You're entering a state of things just flowing to you. You magnetizing love, blessings, happiness towards you, money, wealth, and opportunities. I am seeing such a transformative energy of your character and your energy. I'm hearing something about an energetic upgrade, and I keep hearing that. Okay, Spirit, what is the message for the person who is watching this? Ooh, position of authority. Looks like you're stepping in your throne. Slowly but surely getting ahead. I feel like the tortoise is a very powerful card, especially with what I heard for you in the beginning of, you know, it feels like your life is going to start to move again in this time of your life. And what you were experiencing prior was just, I feel maybe like slow progress, or you know, life goes in waves, right? We go through seasons, and there are times of our life when things explode and things move quickly. And then there are also quieter times in our life where we need to learn how to grow quietly. We need to learn how to, you know, use that time to prepare for a new momentum, to maybe rest and gain energy for what's coming in next. And I feel like this is something that you're also learning, that the slow seasons are just preparing you for the fast seasons. They are preparing you for the season of your life when things will move again. And I feel like this reading is a great sign that you're ready to enter that you're ready to exit that phase, that season when things have been feeling a bit slow, or maybe it felt like you were being led more towards focusing on yourself, or focusing more towards inner growth instead of seeking so much outside validation or momentum. But that energy is also shifting now. Compliments from an admirer. You're stepping in a state where you're going to be loved, recognized, and admired. This is the next season of your life. Position of authority. And we have fire, strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. I feel like you're somebody maybe who tends to have very strong emotions, and maybe you tend to experience, you know, situations and phases in life in a more extreme way than some other people. So for somebody else, a slow season will be like, okay, cool, you know, I get to relax, you know, I get to maybe see my friends and family more, maybe I get to enjoy more of the hobbies that I like, or some like more passive activities, and I get to enjoy this time of your life. But maybe you're somebody who doesn't like that, right? Maybe you're somebody who is like, no, I want momentum, I want to move, I want to grow. So maybe you're somebody who does experience life and emotions in generally like a bigger way, in a more extreme way than others, and that's fine as well. But we need to know how to manage that and how to deal with that, right? You can always channel it into something. You can always use that for something. But this new season that you're entering, I feel like you're going to be, first of all, claiming a place. There is a seat that has been always reserved for you, and Spirit is saying you're ready to claim your seat. You're stepping in a different role, yes. So I'm seeing something about like maybe the throne can mean a promotion, can mean stepping in a place of, again, authority. Something about your career can be advancing in this next phase of your life. And maybe it felt like up until now it has been this slow progress, but now I'm seeing a momentum coming afterwards. What is the message for you? Quest. It feels like you're on a quest, maybe. I feel like right now you're pursuing a quest. It's like this energy of like, this is what I feel like I'm meant to do. You know, maybe since you were little, you were made aware of this. You knew what your quest in life is. And sometimes it's yeah, I just picked up this deck and we have this stillness. So there is a lot of power in stillness. And maybe this is something that you're learning right now. I feel like this period of stillness helped you learn a lot as well, because clearly we see that you're exiting that period of stillness. And I feel like Spirit maybe wants to also remind you the power of a still period in your life. I feel like you maybe learned how to deal with your emotions better. Maybe you learned how to trust the slow progress as well, and how that is also necessary for growth. Whereas prior you were maybe so focused on just go, go, go. But now I feel you're starting to understand that there is time and place for everything, and there's something to learn and gain from both aspects. So I feel this reading is kind of meant to be your conclusion, that you're, concluding a season of your life where maybe things felt a bit more slow, or I would just say you were maybe more focused on internal growth or preparing for something, learning something. But you're coming to a point where you're ready to move again. You're ready for momentum. Okay, what else is your message that is meant to find you? Inner dialogue. I rewrite the script. Okay. Wow, look at this person on the stage. Some of you could be really getting prepared here to step on the stage or to be seen. I'm sensing a lot of union, a lot of love forming around you. Maybe you always felt like it was your quest to become somebody who performs on the stage. Maybe you felt like that's your life quest, like that's what you were brought here to do. I want to say a lot of you could be stepping into like this role of like an entertainer. I don't know, this message has been coming up a lot in my reading, so maybe there is a collective of people out there who need to hear that and are stepping in that season of their life. But a lot of you could be embodying more the role of the entertainer, and maybe this is like something you felt like this is like a seat that was reserved for you, like since you were born or since you were very little. You always knew you were meant to express yourself publicly or inspire a group of people, lead a group of people. You could have felt like this is your quest. But maybe what made you question it is like that period of stillness of like, well, if it's my destiny, why am I not being seen? Why am I not, in that role yet? But in order to lead a group of people and to, I feel, portray the message you wanted to portray, you had to gain some experience. How are you going to teach something to others if you haven't gone through that yourself? You can always study something, but until a surgeon does the surgery, they can study all they want, but they're not going to know how to be a surgeon until they have years and years and years and years of practice in it, right? And I feel like it goes the same with life and with everything that we learn in life. We have to be patient, not waiting for something to happen, but patient with your process of getting there, your way of growth, right? That's powerful. Distinguishing just sitting around and waiting for something to drop from the sky and actively doing something and being patient that it's going to work out, being patient that it's going to one day lead to something beautiful and major for you. And you have been slowly but surely building up and getting there, and maybe there has been like years and years of experience, but I feel like your time is finally coming. So to end your reading, I do want to get a crystal card for you. What is your crystal for today? Okay, you're getting this yellow one, I feel. Awaken your reptilian nature. Oh, that's interesting. Who needs this crystal? Anyone in a need of a fresh start. When to use this crystal? When it's time to let go of tired beliefs and get stuck energy unstuck. So I feel like this is something that you're going through, especially this yellow here. I rewrite the script. I feel like you're shifting right now. You're changing the way that you speak to yourself. You're changing your beliefs. Show off your sparkle, the aventurine. Yes. So I feel like you're in a time when it's like this energy of metamorphosis, right? You're changing skins. You're changing colors. You're letting go of the tired beliefs. You're letting go of constantly feeling tired or complaining or feeling negative or always seeking the negative in something. I feel like the yellow is here to, you know, bring up that you're becoming more positive. You're trying to look at things in a more positive perspective. You're actively trying to, you know, see the positive in everything. And this is what's really shifting things for you, because this is what you needed to learn, is to always seek the positivity in things. Always remain positive. But it's time for you to show off some of your sparkle here. I feel like you're ready to start sparkling. You're ready to be seen for a lot of you. So that's the message that I have for you today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.